Good morning, all. In previous class, we have discussed about what is data model and what are all the types of data model. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss about what are all the components of DBMS. So, what are all the components used in our DBMS environment? So, first one. So, machine and human. So these are all the two main divisions which are included in this components of DBMS environment. Here data will be act as a bridge between machine and then human. So here hardware and software or comes under the category of machine. Procedures and people comes under the category of human. So data will be act as a bridge between machine and then human. So these are all the main components of DBMS. First one, hardware. So DBMS and the applications which are always required some hardware to run. Hardware can range from a single personal computer to a single mainframe computer, or we can say like a network of computers, and it requires a minimum amount of memory and some disk spaces to run. But this minimum configuration may not be necessary to give some accessible performance. So this is the example for the hardware. So here consider that database servers will be act as a centralized one, and n number of locations will be locations of different computers will be used. So here northern office, eastern office, southern office, western office. So n number of computers will be accessed from database server. So you can easily access to that particular database. This will be on London office. So that's why the hardware is a main component of DBMS. So next one, client server environment. So here end user, or we can say like client, will be act as a front end. Also we can say like our system at home. But if you are accessing the server, which can be act as a backend, and it will be reside on a Google server, for example, and it will be reside on USA. So here our home from USA. So this is what called as client, and the server will be on anywhere, but we can easily access that data from the server. Next one, software. Software which comprises of DBMS software itself and the application programs together with the operating system, which always includes some network software if the DBMS is being used over a network. Next one, data. So data acts as bridge between the machine components and then human components. So database can contains both the operational data and then metadata. For example, metadata means a data about a data. So here, for example, student data, it includes roll number and then date of birth. Through this date of birth, we can easily calculate the age of the all the students. Procedure. So procedures refers to the instructions and rules that govern the design and use of the database. So it contains some set of instructions or a set of rules. It mainly used to govern the design, and it can be used the database. For example, hardware or software check. For example, if you're going to use the gmail.com or Gmail, if you're using this mail, we can access some mail components, and we have to use the confidential data, so that it contains the set of instructions is always included in this procedure. For example, if it's a really an authorized person mail, it will can comes to the category of our inbox. Otherwise, if it is an non-legitimate email, means it will be comes under the category of spam. So spam or not spam. So it will be working on based on this procedure. You are on PW and then email checking. So here we have checking our email in our home, but the server will be reside on USA, Canada, etc. So the easily we can access through this software, through software. So procedure is like act as a instruction. So what are all the components of DBMS? So it will be mainly categorized into two types. One is hardware, another one is software. These are comes under the category of machine. And for human components, it contains people and then procedure. So for the both human components and machine components, data will be acts as a bridge between the human and the machine components. So these are all the main components of relational database management system. So I hope you all understand. Thank you.